Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today I'm going to be working on this Thuja occidentalis or Eastern White Cedar. A lot of people ask me what is my oldest bonsai, and this is one of them. This tree was started by Edna in the KW club, and she grew it for 20 years. And then she was getting up in years. I think she was 91 or 92, and she gave it to me. And it was only a small tree at that time, and I've grown it ever since. So I've grown it for another 30, probably 32 years. So it's at least, 52 years old growing in a pot as a bonsai. So it's probably my oldest bonsai. And today I'm going to prune it up. So this tree started out life as, in a little pot that Edna gave me, and it eventually became part of my elephant penjing, and then I decided it was looking really good by itself, so I put it in this pot last spring, and it grew over the summer, and it's doing really well. It's a really nice old tree, so I have to be very careful pruning it up that I, try and get the best out of this tree. And it has its flaws, but it's certainly an ancient old tree and needs a lot of respect and a lot of thought when you're pruning it up and working on it. Here is a look at the tree, and you can see it's definitely in its winter colors. It's almost like a rusty color, but if you turn the leaves over, you can see there's green underneath. That's how you can tell if it's alive. If it's the same color underneath, then you know it's dead. So here's a look at the trunk. So it's getting quite old, twisty. I've grown a lot of branches on it over the years, just through clip and grow. Yeah, it's looking really, really nice. I'm quite happy with the tree. So it needs pruning. It definitely needs pruning today. The pot I have it in is a pot I got at the Toronto Bonsai Society auction last year. And when I got it, it was like hadn't been used as a bonsai pot at all. It was very new looking. And it was like a kind of an orange brick color. And it had no patina and that. But after a year of being outside as a bonsai, it's got all kinds of variation in the color. And it's really a nice looking pot now. It just needed some patina on it. Yeah, so I think it's a good pot for this tree. So I was very happy to get that last year. My first step is to study the tree carefully. And yeah, it's a very interesting tree. It has this back branch that kind of curls around. It's close to 3 branches coming from one spot, but not quite. So I wouldn't want to change that. I think it's all looking good. I hear the kitty. Hold on. Is that the mama cat? Kitty? Here's the mama cat. I haven't seen her for a week. Where have you been? And we were so worried about you. Hey? Where have you been? Hey, I hope someone adopted you. I mean, you've been living somewhere, but it's nice to see you again. Yeah, very nice to see you again. Wow, that's a surprise. I didn't know if I was ever going to see the mama cat again, eh? We were very worried about you. So I fed Mama Kitty, but she wasn't too interested in food. She was more interested in being petted. Hey, that's what you want, some love. Well, you came to the right place. You like it in the Ow, don't bite. Ow. She's giving me nips. Yeah, you came to the right place. It's warm in here. So, I was working on this Thuja, and I was looking at it coming up with a plan for pruning. Mama Cat's off to eat her food. I'm going to start the pruning, and I'm going to start by pruning off obvious, shoots sticking straight up. Anything that's not kind of flowing. So, to do that, I have to really study the branch structure. Just cleaning out some debris. Yeah. I'm going to start here. There's a shoot sticking straight up here. I'm going to take that right away. So that comes off. That's the first branch to be pruned today. There's another one here sticking straight up. It can be pruned off. So this tree has been in the poly house for the winter so far. I've got a branch out the back here that's getting really long. Just clearing out some more debris. Yeah, that's getting long. I'm going to shorten it. I've got some downward facing branches here. I'll prune it off to here. And the one beside it, I'll prune off to here. Being a little conservative at first, until I have a lot of the rough pruning done, and then I can go in and kind of refine what I have. There's a branch here that grows across the canopy. I'm going to take that, either remove it totally. I'll just remove the one that's crossing here, keeping my more upright one here in case I want it. This back branch, just clearing out some dead branches and leaves. Yeah, this back branch is quite nice. I think I want to keep it as kind of a low back branch. So I have a vertical shoot here. I'm going to prune back to here, keeping some shoots down low on that branch. I have a long tip here I can prune back. I have a branch here that's growing into the tree. It's not fanning out, so I'm going to remove that one. It's very weak anyway. So this tree, I repotted it this spring, and it took a while to gain vigor. And cedars do that. After you repot them, they just kind of sit there, almost dormant, while the root system grows. And then once it gets a good root system, it starts to grow the top of the tree again. Now that's what I find with collected cedars. The first kind of summer, they don't do much after repotting them or potting them up. And then the next year, they just explode in growth. So this tree towards the last half of summer started growing really nicely. So I'm just looking at the front of the tree here. There's a lot of nice cascade branches that You know, I don't just want to go pruning them away because they're quite nice. There's a branch here growing kind of back and up. I'm going to take that off like that. And I have a lot of branches here that are growing towards this direction that kind of hide the structure of the tree. So I'll get rid of some of these upright shoots, just little ones, to kind of clean it out a bit so I can see what's going on. I don't want these vertical shoots off the branches. And I'll just shorten this Cascade one to some healthy foliage. Back to there, this one to here. This one could be pruned. So I'm going to try and keep working on the tree, even though Mama Cat's in here, eh? Yeah. I don't know if I'll get much work done, eh? With you in here. Oh, you wanted to come up and see me? Oh, that's a good kitty. That's a good kitty, yeah. You must have missed me, eh? Yeah, you must have missed. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You're such a sucky cat. Just like your kids, eh? Just like Joan and Joe. I call her Joan. So we got Joan, Joe, and Jones. Okay, so there's a nice branch here, and there's a tip on this branch going back in towards the tree, so I'll take that out. You can see I'm taking my time today. I'm not in a rush to get much done. And the cat's helping me with that, that's for sure. This tip can be pruned back. There's a vertical one coming off this branch I can take off. And then I've got 3 growing from one spot. So I'm going to take off this inside one that's crossing the other branch. And then I can prune this one back. There's lots of foliage on that. And this one can get pruned back. I'll take it back to there. This one could be pruned back. And this one can be pruned back. Now that helps a bit. Yeah, there is a lot to sort out on this tree. So I filled the battery, or I drained the battery when I was filming before. So I hope I didn't get too much cut off. So back to pruning. So there's a cattail in here that doesn't need to be there. I won't prune that away. There's a branch here growing from the inside of a curve. I'm going to take that one away. Just like that. Hi. Prune this one back. Hello. I am not getting much done, am I? These are sharp. No, you can't play with the scissors. They're sharp. Yeah. Come here. Oh, I think you need a big hug, do you? Yeah, you need big hugs. Oh, yes. Yeah. She needs big hugs. Oh, you want to go down? No, you're happy. You just want to be hugged and petted. And yes, you do. Yeah. Oh, what a good kitty. Okay, down you go. Here is a look at the tree so far. I'm not getting much pruning done. Joan is in the greenhouse here, and she does not want to leave. I've tried going out of the greenhouse and calling her, but she's very happy to be in here. So yeah, and as soon as I start pruning, she comes over and wants to help out. So it is kind of getting dark. So today it went above freezing for the first time in a long time, and it's kind of nice. So I refilled all my water barrels, the one in the greenhouse here, the one in the plant room. It was about half empty. So they're all topped up, so I moved a lot of water today. And it's starting to get a bit dark out now. It's not that late in the afternoon, but it gets dark so early. So I think I will continue this pruning of the Thuja on another day. Here's what I've taken off so far. So a fair amount already, but you can see the tree is still pretty wild looking, which, you know, is a good thing too. I, again, don't want this to look too tame. I want it to look as natural as possible. So we'll come back and work on the tree again tomorrow.